First, the highlights. Lagos State Security Trust Fund received 1 billion naira donation from philanthropists Femi Otedola. Federal government restates commitment to maintain defense relationship with France. On a foreign scene, Ecuador's president declares war on armed gangs after attack on television station. And in sports, Super Eagles arrive Abidjan ahead 2023 African Cup of Nations. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. The Lagos State Security Trust Fund, LSSTF, has received a boost with the donation of 1 billion naira by entrepreneur and philanthropist Femi Otedola to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Speaking at the official presentation of the check at Lagos House Marina, Governor Sanwo-Olu said the donation will go a long way in creating more peaceful atmosphere and conducive business environment for investors and residents at large. The governor thanked Otedola, who was represented by his daughter Tolani, for the donation, which he noted will boost the morale of security personnel and provide more security equipment and vehicles. Governor Sanwo-Olu also urged other well-meaning Lagosians as well as corporate organizations to emulate the donor.
This fund has been set up to continue to support, to encourage, and to assist. And so you can see from the background that what your dad is doing and all of you are supporting you to do is the right and poverty. You are not only creating an atmosphere that all of us can live peacefully and happy, we are actually also creating economic benefits for individuals that are into our community, into our.
Speaking on behalf of her father, Tolani Otedola, who assured the Lagos State government of more support, called for transparency and accountability for every penny donated to make impact on residents.
Lagos State is one of the few states in Nigeria where people move around freely without having to worry about security. He therefore encourages all residents of Lagos, especially the corporate Lagos and high net worth individuals, to take a moment to reflect on the significance of donating to the fund and then make the decision to contribute regardless of size, as every donation has the power to create ripples of change.
She acknowledged and saluted the contributions of the security personnel, especially during the festive periods, for adequate protection of lives and property, while encouraging residents to cooperate with government for a more secure Lagos. The Lagos State government has approved special allowance for officers and men of the State Fire and Rescue Service in order to encourage them to perform optimally. Commissioner for Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relation, Olubenga Oyerinde, stated this at the staff engagement for officers of the service. Oyerinde said Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is determined to make the State Fire Service a force the best in responding to fire disaster and emergency service. According to him, the state now has modern firefighting equipment, which has improved response time and helped the service tackle all forms of disaster and fire. Also speaking, Director, Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service, Margaret Adesheye, said the newly approved welfare package reflects the exceptions that comes with the responsibilities entrusted to officers of the service. Adesheye implored the officers to continue to show strong commitment and dedication in order to repay the confidence reposed in them by the government. Highlights of the event were the decoration of newly promoted officers and recognition of newly retired officers of the service. The Nigeria Customs Service Federal Operations Unit Zone A, Ikeja, says it made 1,119 seizures of contraband worth 10 billion naira in 2023. Customs Area Controller Hussein Ejibunu, who stated this while addressing journalists at the command, said 83,170 bags of foreign rice equivalent to 139 trailers were seized within the period under review. Ejibunu Listed other items seized to include vehicles, marijuana, tramadol, used tires, poultry products, footwear, petroleum products, among others. The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, has appealed to traditional rulers in the oil-rich region to help the federal government tackle oil theft. The NDDC also asked them to collaborate with security agencies to curb pipeline vandalism. The Commission's Director, Corporate Affairs, Pius Uga Poteni, quoted NDDC's Executive Director, Finance and Administration, Alabo Iyaye, as appealing at an interactive session with members of the River State Council of Traditional Rulers in Port Harcourt. Iyaye noted that River State is a major oil-producing state and contributes about 33% of the oil revenue of the country, adding that bringing a stop to oil theft will consequently result in more revenue allocation to the state. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has restated its commitment to maintaining bilateral relations on defense with France. Minister of Defense Mohamed Abubakar made this known when he received the outgoing ambassador of France to Nigeria, Emmanuel Blackman, and her delegation at the Ship House, Abuja. Abubakar said Nigeria is ready to build on the existing relationship between the two countries, pointing out that the training and technology transfer will further strengthen the bilateral relations between both countries have shared. Earlier, the ambassador Emmanuel Blackman commended the Nigerian government for its warm gesture, love, and trust towards her, adding that there is need to develop cooperation in intelligence sharing between the two countries in the fight against extremism, terror movement, and regional insecurity. Motorists, road users, and residents have applauded the Lagos State government for the construction and inauguration of flyover bridges undertaken by the state government along the Red Line rail corridor to eliminate the interaction between vehicular traffic and train services. These projects are the 7.7 meters Oyinbo Overpass Bridge, T-Bridge designed Yaba Overpass, the 620 meters Ikeja Overpass Bridge, Ikeja Overpass, which is the largest overpass component of the Red Line, already completed Pentinema Flyover, and Moshi Overpass, which is expected to be inaugurated soon. Yaba Overpass was inaugurated on the 2nd of November, followed by the Oyinbo Overpass on the 6th of November. They serve as major transit link between Lagos Island and mainland, ascending from Murtala Mohammed Way in Ebute Metta and dropping traffic into two arterial roads, that is, Ido and Castaigne. The projects undertaken by the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, LAMATA, are part of the T-shaped overpass bridges planned along 10 level crossings along the rail alignment to eliminate pedestrian and vehicular interference on the tracks. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, during the inauguration of the projects, emphasized that the investment will not only enhance the uninterrupted flow of vehicular traffic at level crossings along the Red Line corridor, but the infrastructure will also improve commerce and the quality of the residents.
These are bridges that are along the Red Line. With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions when the train starts, because you need to build the infrastructure before the rail continues. We will understand that the overpass is to avoid completely vehicular interaction or pedestrian engagement when the train starts. The Red Line is a grid, meaning it's not a bridge rail infrastructure. So when you have it at grid, you need to have interactions with vehicular movement and pedestrian movement. So you need to be able to build those infrastructure so that you can avoid any form of accident when the train starts.
So residents who spoke with our reporters, Adewayo Idowolaya and Adewale Oluwaporoku, at the different locations of the overpass bridges, lauded the initiative and commended the state government for playing a pivotal role in ensuring safety of all road users and working out measures to reduce traffic on Lagos roads.
construction of the Yaba to Oyembo flyover bridge has been helpful in reducing the traffic along the axis, and we want to appreciate Governor Sanwo-Olu Babajide for this wonderful thing that he has done, and we appeal for more of this.
The Yaba flyover bridge helps to reduce traffic. The government should do more in providing infrastructure.
To be honest with you, the bridge has really served the community, the environment very well. Everybody that uses this road knows that since they opened the bridge, traffic, everything has become very easy. No much stress. You know, before a lot of people used to follow Guinness, follow Agege before they can get to Yanabaja or whatever. But now you just climb the bridge within, no matter the traffic, it's still better than the round turning before you get to where you are going.
I said the new bridge need traffic lights. Cause a lot of traffic. The motor that is coming from Oshodi and other sides, toward that side.
We enjoy the movements. You understand, everything is going on smoothly. But the only thing we see is the people coming from Oshodi. Maybe they can just go another way for the big vehicle, the truck, the long truck, so that they can pass down instead of climbing the bridge.
Other rail-level crossings over which bridges are expected to be built in the second phase on the Red Line corridor with the support of the federal government include Jonathan Coker, Fagba, PWD, Ikeja GRA, Iluguji Bypass, Fadi. Now to foreign news. Ecuador's President Daniel Noboa has ordered that criminal gangs be neutralized after days of violence which culminated in an attack on a television studio. It will be recalled that masked gunmen broke into a public television channel, TC's live studio, during a broadcast, forcing staff to the floor. Police had made 13 arrests following the attack, which injured 2 employees and 10 persons killed. President Noboa said an internal armed conflict now exists in his country, and he is mobilizing the armed forces to carry out military operations to neutralize what he called transnational organized crime, terrorist organizations, and belligerent non-state actors. Meanwhile, a 60-day state of emergency has begun in Ecuador. The emergency was declared after a notorious gangster vanished from his prison cell. It is unclear whether the incident at the TV studio in Guayaquil was related to the disappearance from a prison in the same city of the boss of the Coneros gang, Adolfo Macias Vilama, or Fito, as he is better known. And now sports. Players and officials of the Super Eagles have arrived at Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, ahead of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations starting on Saturday. The team, which left the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, on Wednesday morning, was led by coach Jose Pesero and captain Ahmed Musa. The Nigerian team joins the Atlas lines of Morocco, Egypt, Mozambique, Senegal, and Guinea-Bissau, among others, to touch down in Côte d'Ivoire for the tournament. The Eagles will play their first match of the tournament with Equatorial Guinea on Sunday, January 14, followed by games against host country Côte d'Ivoire on Thursday, January 18, and Guinea-Bissau on Monday, January 22. And just before we go, speed thrills but kills. Avoid excessive speeding. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, and Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration began community tourism initiative? You can get more details on the Lagos State government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Security Trust Fund, LSSTF, has received a boost with a donation of 1 billion naira by entrepreneur and philanthropist Femi Otedola to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The federal government has restated its commitment to maintaining bilateral relations on defense with France. We also told you that Ecuador's President Daniel Noboa has ordered that criminal gangs be neutralized after days of violence which culminated in an attack on a television state studio. And in sports, players and officials of the Super Eagles have arrived at Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, ahead the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations starting on Saturday. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstates.gov.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluwokboroku. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.